Last night was a bit crazy and all of us are kind of going a bit slow this morning, but we've got an hour and a half to sort of let it go and relax a bit because we are going out to a town in Chiba Prefecture to pick up half a dozen cars. We are about to rent some of the coolest cars that ever came out of Japan. We've got a few RX-7s, including a special edition that I'll be driving. We've got a few GTRs, including an R34 GTR, and a couple of other cool things that'll be great to see. And then we're gonna drive through the Japanese countryside to go to an Initial D cafe. Come along and let's see how this goes. We are walking through a neighborhood which is pretty tightly wound. This place obviously isn't in a main area. We had to come all the way out here because it's the only place we could find that had enough cars for everybody. We're getting 6 different cars and we can't really find that within Tokyo itself. So we came all the way out here. It took 3 trains in about an hour and a half to get this far. And now we're walking through neighborhoods. So hopefully we'll figure out where this is pretty quickly. Luckily, we've got an awesome guide, so I don't think it'll be a problem. Made it here and holy crap, this is like a candy store for us. We've immediately got in here and started pulling out cameras and cell phones to take pictures and videos, and I think the guys inside might be a little bit nervous when our crowd showed up, but obviously all of us are car guys and we're here to appreciate these things and have some fun. Behind me we've got an R34 GTR, we've got a couple of RX-7s, I believe that one is my Type RS right there. And then we've got more cars that reach down this way and even more behind Evan. It is going to be an awesome drive today. The AE86 is going to be going with us, which is going to be really cool. We're going to an Initial D themed cafe, which is kind of our end goal. It's about 2 hours away from here. That's going with us. The Gallardo, I can't remember was taken or not. We've also got a Supra and a couple more RX-7s. It's pretty neat to see that these are the cars that are available, especially over here, because a lot of them are actually modified. If you look at the white R34 that's going to be going with us, it's got a front mount intercooler and endless brakes on it. There's a WRX over there with some STI parts, but I'm pretty sure it's a WRX and not an STI because of the brakes that are on it. My Type RS looks to be unmodified, but I'm not going to know until I actually get behind the wheel because I think a lot of the modifications on these cars are actually kind of hidden or a bit more subtle. But as you can see, there's a huge range of types of vehicles, which I'm kind of surprised about given that we're in sort of a small town in the backwater areas of Japan. This is my RX7 Type RS that I'll have today. I used to have one of these, except not quite to this spec. I had a 93, which was one of the last ones they brought into the United States before they stopped selling them there. They kept making the RX7 for quite a while after that, into I believe it was 2002 that they stopped making them. At one point, they got bigger turbos and more power. So the 255 horsepower RX-7 that I had is now 280 in this one. But as some of you know, that number may not actually be accurate. There was a gentleman's agreement in Japan for a while where no manufacturer would make a vehicle with over 280 horsepower. But as has been proven time and time again, that wasn't necessarily the case. Many of the cars that we're going to be taking today had more than that from the factory, but they were listed at only 280 horsepower when they were advertised. As you can see with this Supra, these cars are right-hand drive. My last time driving one of these cars, a right-hand drive car, was in England with the supercharged GMR V8 Vantage. That was a bit hairy of a situation for me, but I started getting used to it after a while. I'm gonna have to put that to the test today because to get out of this parking lot, we have to go through some narrow, tight corners in this Japanese neighborhood. It's gonna be a fun adventure. let's get in the cars and get going. We're here at Dee's Garage up in the foothills of the mountains in Japan. Quite the drive to get here. It was mostly express, toll roads, that sort of thing, so it wasn't too bad of a drive, and traffic moved pretty well. It went a lot smoother than most of us expected, especially being new to driving on the right side of the car, on the right side of the road, or left side of the road. The car did pretty well, but it's definitely not the most well-maintained car. I shouldn't be too surprised because this is a fleet of sports rental cars, and we can't expect everybody to treat them that nicely. But it does work. It does remind me of how much I loved when I had mine, and probably gonna have to get one when I get home. When you look over here, you can see just what kind of view we have. It is absolutely stunning, and the drive home, or I guess back to drop these cars off, is gonna be really, really nice.